Olympiacos versus Panathinaikos is probably the most requested versus rebuild we've ever had. And so my dad opted to take over as the manager of Olympiacos, who have just won the Europa Conference League, leaving me as the manager of Panathinaikos. But this might be harder than we think because PAOK and AEK finished higher than both clubs in the Greek league this season. But I guess there's only one way to find out. A reminder of the points tally is as follows. You gain 1 point for a higher league finish, 1 point for a victory over each other, 1 point for eliminating each other from a cup competition, 3 points for a domestic cup win, 4 points for a domestic league win, 5 points for a Europa/Europa Conference win, and 7 points for the Champions League win. This is the most requested rebuild that we have yet to do, I feel.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. So many comments have asked us to do this one, so we've listened to you again, and here we are.
And Dad is taking over the current European champions, Olympiacos.
Yes, thank you very much.
Congratulations to you guys.
Yeah, well done.
Now, we're actually starting this at the start of the season, so on this, you haven't won anything. So leave your egos at the door.
Because I ain't going to win anything.
Yeah. I mean, it's still going to be an interesting one. You have Olympiacos, who seem to be in an okay financial situation.
Yeah.
If we took a look at their debts and loans, nothing, which it's Greek football. I was expecting there to be a lot of debt.
That's very good.
I am taking over Panathinaikos, who have an okay balance, but we have a little bit of debt, which I'm a little bit surprised with, that it's not that much higher. But there we go. I had no transfer budget to kick things off, so in my transfer history, there's no other signings other than the signings that Panathinaikos made at the start of the season. However, Dad had roughly about £3 million, which allowed him to sign just the one player, and that was Marcel Hofmeyer, the most Omega Dad signing you'll ever see in your life, for £2.3 million, because he plays everywhere but striker.
Great squad player, isn't he? Yeah.
Not a great player.
No, he just covers the back three for me more than anything, really, which is always, well, that's where I think I was a little bit weak in. So
tactically then, Dad, you're set up in a 4-3-3 formation,
yeah,
which if we take a look at the best 11, see some of your best players such as Podence and Navarro and Carmo at the back, all on loan.
Yes, that was a big worry for me. There was a hell of a lot of players that was on loan, wasn't it? So
yeah, you also have two of your best 11 right now out on loan. So there's swings and roundabouts, I guess. But you also have Horta, who I guess would come in there and play that role quite a lot. He's also a lone player. And Cabral, who is another good player that you've got on the bench, also on loan.
And Pepe, I think, is injured for a couple of months, is he?
Yeah, but he's also out on loan anyway.
Yeah, so
you haven't got him. He's at Paphos. So a lot of these players you probably won't see start in your team. The tactic, however, is a standard 4-3-3. You've got the likes of Kamara, who is probably your best player in there, who has already told you he is leaving on a free transfer next season.
That's a great start, isn't it? My best player there, and I already know I'm losing him.
I'm going to try and sign him and see what happens. Let's have a look.
I'm not going to play him this season.
No, yeah. At my side, then, as I mentioned, no transfers in for me. Tactically, I've gone for a 4-2-3-1, and my best player is definitely my striker. Now, I do also have a couple of loanees, including a goalkeeper, which is just a backup, and both of my centre-backs are currently in on loan, and actually the third centre back is also on loan. So once they go, I'm like, well, you got anybody want to play at the back? So that's probably what I'm gonna have to do next season. Hopefully they give me a bit of money for that. But my best player is definitely Ioannidis, who is the striker, 23-year-old Greek striker. He is by far my best player. He is absolutely fantastic, especially for this league. Yeah, I actually think I signed him recently, to be fair, in a rebuild. He's my best player. He has come into the Panathinaikos team. 89k they bought him for, which I think is a bargain. But he hasn't exactly scored a lot of goals. I don't know why he was rated that high. He's had a fantastic start for me. 5 in 4 with an assist and a man of the match already. So that's pretty good. So let's take a look and see how that actually went. I've started off very well. Now, I've had to play a couple of Champions League qualifiers. I actually won the first leg 2-0 against Genk, but then lost 4-0 away from home in the Champions League qualifier, which meant I dropped into the Europa League, and that's not a bad thing at all.
No, it isn't, no.
I beat Slavia Prague on penalties, and then I played against this team from Bosnia 3-1 and 2-0, which puts me in Europa League. Now, you're probably wondering why you've gone all the way up to the 23rd of September. That's when the transfer window closed. We were like, what? It's another 3 weeks? We were ready to go, but I was happy because my team was very much in form. And in the league, I've won every single game so far. We haven't played each other. And what I would say is I've only played one good team in PAOK at home, and it was only a 1-0. The other teams, like these two here, I battered. But Atromitos, only 2-1 away from home. I was like, oh, is it starting to... Am I being caught out already? We'll have to find out. But I have already played a Europa League game, and I won that 5-2 as well against Zoria. So my group is Brighton, Roma, and Zoria.
Unlucky, mate.
Yeah. The good thing is, I don't mind finishing in third place because I'll probably drop into the Europa Conference League.
That's true, yeah.
Because that's the last time we can do that.
Yeah.
Because it's the last time this format is happening. Dad, let's have a look at your schedule then. Now, it's been a little bit different for you. However, again, you've played against two of the hard teams.
Yeah.
In PAOK, who have beaten you,
yeah,
and AEK, who I feel like it's going to be a bit of a foil for us in this rebuild. They have got a very good team, and yeah, you got a 0-0 draw against them, which actually could be a good result, to be fair. Your goalkeeper did get a 7.3, which tells me he's probably man of the match.
Yeah.
But another draw there, and a draw in the Europa League.
Yeah.
That's some bad results. Also, I think 1-0 of result against this team here, which is the team that I battered. But you also had to play some qualifiers. You defeated the Dnipro. You defeated the Serbian side here that we recognized from the Serbian rebuild we did. And then you're now in Europa League 2. And your group is Ajax, Astana, and Sturm Graz, which I think you should go through.
Yeah.
Really.
I'm hoping I should go through in second place behind Ajax, I reckon.
Yeah. So, it's a very interesting start to the season. I thought it would be the other way around, given what happened in real life. But we'll have to find out who will win this 5-year rebuild. Will it be me or will it be Dad? You're already aware of the points tally. We mentioned that. Okay. Let's have a look and see what happens in this first season. Oh, how have you managed to do that?
Get in.
After the start of the season, I was so confident.
I was a bit worried.
I'm 16 points behind you now. Now, if you're wondering as well why there's only 6 teams, it goes into a championship group, splits in half after a certain amount of time, and then you play each other again twice, I think. So you've won as champions, Dab. You've only lost 2 games, which wasn't even in the championship group either.
No.
So you've done really well there. AEK was on 80 points. They were still 8 points, above me. I have done awfully compared to the where I actually started. But we can see when we actually went into the qualifying group, AEK were top.
I was 2 points behind him, yeah.
Yeah, and I was still miles off. So, I'm really disappointed with that. That's awful, but there we go. So, yeah, that's a great start for you,
finish,
Dad.
yeah.
Top goal scorer, though, Ioannidis.
Yeah.
I'm never going to get this name right. Greek people are going to be so annoyed with us in this because we are not going to get any of your names correct, unfortunately. I do apologise. We can barely talk English, but there we go.
I'm not even going to try.
No. Navarro, I can get that one right. He is your lonely striker, got you 16 goals, and Andre Horta, again, a lonely, got your highest average rating. Clean sheets was you, though. That's the difference.
Yeah.
You had the most clean sheets in the season by 8.
By a long way, yeah.
So that's easily
Pleased with
how
that.
you've managed to do that. Kept your goal difference nice and high. So straight away, you get to lift this very peculiar sci-fi looking trophy.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah.
And also take 4 points for doing so. But we'll have a look at the results against each other to see what happens there. We're on Panathinaikos. There is a Greek Cup, and I didn't win it. Quarter-final knocked out by AEK. I did go into the Europa Conference League after already getting 4 points, which is quite embarrassing, which was the one win I had. And I was knocked down the round of 16 by Lask of Austria, which, again, I should be winning that, really. That's a big chance wasted.
Yeah,
I feel like, when obviously we simulate these seasons by going on holiday, that's how we do these rebuilds. But when we are actually doing it before, when we save before the start of the season, all of those, we use either the quick simulator thing on this skin, which is the work the space gold skin. When we do that, I was getting great results. I feel like as soon as we've holidayed, I've gone into a stinker of a season.
It does, doesn't it? I always moan that I always lose the first 2 games. When I look at it and go, I've lost it straight away. Like, won all 3 games, then bang, I lose.
But there we go.
So your assistant manager picks a totally different side than what you would, isn't it?
Yeah. But for people who go, do you play? I always get this comment. It's probably the most comment I always get is, do you play all the games? Obviously not. There's no way we're going to do 5 seasons every single week, as well as on top of all the other videos. It would just take way too long, because it's double the amount. I really hope that the Football Manager community can kind of like see this as a new way of playing the game, because at the minute, even Football Manager don't recognise it as a great way of playing the game. They call it going on holiday instead of simulating.
Yeah.
And your assistant manager takes over, and I really hate that. I'm really hoping... I've asked them to change the wording of it. Call it simulating, so we can actually... People who have like children and stuff don't have a lot of time. I'm on a bit of a rant now, but I feel like it's necessary. People who have like children and stuff maybe don't have enough time to play Football Manager as much as what we did when we were in our youth. And I feel like now is the perfect time to change the way that people... Well, the way that the game calls it, going on holiday. Now, call it simulating, because technically you are still controlling the tactic, the players that you've bought. Call it simulating.
Yeah.
Very much like in other communities with the NBA games, the FIFA games, the NFL, it's called simulating. Unfortunately, if on this, it's not. So I think it's frowned upon by still a lot of people who play it properly.
Well, the other thing I've noticed as well when you're doing it is, well, manager of the month. And it'll be your assistant manager who gets the manager. It should be us, really. Because we lose all that credit,
yeah.
Then, didn't you?
Yeah, because if you take a look at this, it says here I've only played 9 games, which was the 9 games I had at the start of the season.
Yeah.
And the rest of it, he was off on holiday. I'm already in Greece. I would just stay
I
there.
want to go on holiday for. I'm in Greece.
So,
Lovely country.
Let's hope it changes the wording soon. I've asked them to. Whether they do for the new game, I very much doubt it. But hey, fingers crossed. Okay, after that rant, Dad, let's see if you've won the Greek Cup. All runners up. And you were knocked out of the round of 16 by Sporting in Europa League. So PAOK actually won it. PAOK has gone on and won the cup there. So they beat you 1-0 in the final. Obviously, we know you didn't knock me out. I was knocked out by AEK. Who knocked them out? That was you. Across it's 2 legs as well. Yeah. You knocked out AEK, which is probably the best team in there then.
Yeah.
And then
I'd have thought I'd have been in to win that then.
Yeah, lost to PAOK, who finished but behind me by 5 points. So that's a chance wasted.
Definitely, yeah.
But let's have a look. See, we played against each other. So you beat me twice in the Super League Championship group. However, in the last game before that happened, I did beat you away from home. So we end up playing each other 4 times. We drew against each other the first time. So you get 2 points for that. I get 1 point for that. So gives you an idea already of how the points tally is going to be a lot done by games against each other.
Yeah,
because we're going to be playing against each other 4 times a
yeah.
season. So that's 4 points up for grabs every single time, which if you win all 4 is the same amount as actually winning the league.
Yeah.
All right, transfer. Well, let's have a look at squad then. Goals, 23 for you. Oh, look at that. Your 4 top scorers are all on loan.
I'm in trouble now, aren't I? I ain't going to be
That is hilarious.
4 strikers, am I?
Andre Horta is 5.2. That'll be a good signing, I think, if you've got the money. All of these you could get in. I think you've got optional future fees on all of them.
Yeah.
It's just, I know what you will like. I just don't think you will. At the minute, we are only the 21st of May. We haven't been given our budgets by the looks of it, because that was almost the exact same budgets what you had last season.
Yeah.
And probably the same for me. So my goals, 28, look. 18, that's good, because he's decent too. He's a very good centre attacking midfielder, but he is 30.
Yeah.
And even my backup striker's got 16 goals and only 16 starts, so that's decent. So yeah, good start for you, I guess, but worrying because I've got the players and you don't for next season. Yeah, I don't have any budgets either. Let's have a look at the points then before we go to season number 2. Season number 1 points are as follows: Omega Luke with 1, Omega Dad with 6. Well, Dad had a transfer budget. I didn't.
No, you didn't.
So I actually sold 6.25 worth of players, and also ended up losing a lot of players who left the club and didn't want to sign a contract, including my goalkeeper, which, to be honest, I didn't realise happened. And I also sold Tony Vilhena, who came in last season for £3 million, another one there for £1 million, 6.25 million, and I spent 6.25 million with a couple of free transfers coming in as well. Yeah, I thought you were going to be the one in trouble.
Yeah.
Turns out it was me. So I first got in Angelo. Obviously, I had no centre backs. Angelo Ogbonna, 36 years old. But he could do a job in this league for sure. Another year for Angelo. I actually quite rate him as well. He's left-footed too. Then we got Papadopoulos, which is a Greek name that I love saying. It's fantastic in it. He's also a centre back, so more of a backup option, I think. Then I've got in Eddie Salcedo, who's probably the best signing that I have made this summer, plays in 2 really good attacking spots for me. And of course, I've already got a good striker, so you can good options really. There. Yeah,
young talent as well.
Exactly. Leandro Barrero, good midfielder, that good ball winner, absolutely a good ball winner. Mental attributes, physical attributes are definitely there from Luxembourg.
Yeah.
Very rare that we sign a Luxembourg player.
It is, yeah.
If we ever do, it's probably this guy because the rest of their side is terrible.
No.
Then we've got Jose Campagna, another midfielder. Again, it's one of the ones, he's more of a squad player, to be honest. He's got no physical attributes really there, and he's not exactly amazing. It's just to fill the squad out, to be fair, because I had no money. I had to go for free transfers. And one of the free transfers I went for was Dad's old player. Yes, I told you I'd get him. He refused to sign another contract with the champions Olympiacos.
I did try to sign him again, then he just wouldn't sign for me, even though he agreed to leave.
How mental, though. He's like, oh, you can stay at the champions, or you can go to their fierce rivals who finished in third.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, all right, I'll do that. For 38k
you get
a week.
So much stick when you come to our ground.
He has now joined the club. I mean, that is absolutely taboo. I don't think you should be doing that for the safety of you and your own family. Mateus Alexandra. Fantastic name. He's Brazilian. Right back. I also realised as well when I looked at my squad after all the players come in, oh, Luke, you have no fullbacks. So I had to bring in him, and I had to bring in Andre Borza. This one's quite good for a cheap player, to be fair. He's 18 with a lot of potential, so hopefully he can grow into the side for £2.6 million. So you'll see that I am playing this formation now, and that's because obviously I didn't do that well after last season, but I've got Salcedo playing the shadow striker role every single game, because when I do best 11, he gets taken out of the team, and I wanted to keep him in there. So the two fullbacks go instantly into the side, and that is because, as you can see, I've got one player who can play left back there, but his main position is centre back. And then I've also got this guy here who is a right back, just not as good as the one that I'm currently playing here. And that is it. That is all of my fullbacks, which is the reason why I had to go all in on fullbacks. And also, I've got one goalkeeper now, and the transfer window is closed because I didn't realise that I lost that goalkeeper until right now. And it's this guy who is absolutely terrible.
You're not making excuses already, are you, for next season?
Loads of them, trying. So this is the tactic that we've got. We're going to have a free at the back here. The half-back's going to come in, allowing the complete wing-back to go forward. It's going to work, hopefully. Let's have a look and see what Dad's been up to. Did he manage to bring in any of those players?
No.
No. Instead, you signed Eric Dyer.
But when you got to get a defender in, you got to get the best in, and I mean, Bayern Munich player now, and he's doing really well.
Yeah, he's just been released, actually.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Spurs have finally got rid of him, but
yeah, he's been released by Spurs.
For this league, I reckon he would do me a job now. I'm quite happy with getting him in.
49 English caps.
On a freebie. That's a really good signing, that is.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. Brandon Williams, again, another player who's actually just been released.
I think this is a good signing.
Yeah.
I mean, he is a good left back, so I'm pleased with this signing as well.
And right back.
Yeah, he plays both positions, so I covered that well for me.
Paul Victor. So you didn't go for the striker that was your top scorer, Fran Navarro, last season. You went for Paul Victor instead, who was a cheaper option.
Yeah.
Can't argue with that, to be fair. It's a good option.
Good signing, I think. Really,
yeah. For the cheaper of £1.9 million, yeah.
He's got 3 goals already in 5 games, so he
Absolutely.
started well.
Will Hughes on a free transfer.
Good midfield player, I think, as well. Yeah, he's sort of like...
He's got to buy a lot of suntan lotion.
Yeah, he's got it, yeah.
Come with a grease.
I don't know.
He's got to whack out the factor 50 there,
definitely, yeah. But he covers the both positions. I always say to you about it, doing the spine of the team.
Yeah.
I've got a centre back. He plays both of the midfield players, and I've got a striker, so there's a spine already going in.
Then your biggest signing, oh no, there's 2 actually. One of your biggest signings, Czech Niase from Young Boys, who is again a centre midfielder.
Yeah.
More of a ball winner for you.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
But then you've also gone for Salvatore Esposito.
Well, I'm just strengthening my midfield up. I mean, that's another good player as well. I mean, we do
he
like
is one of your favourites.
Yeah. So for the price that you pay for this guy as well, I think it's a good signing.
Yeah, so that's a good signing. And then finally, Vladan Kovacevic. You noticed that you needed a goalkeeper and you brought one in. Yeah. But to be fair, I had no money anyway. I probably wouldn't have managed to get one.
I mean, the keeper I had was the leading goal scorer, the best keeper in the league last season. But this guy comes in, and I feel he'll just be a little bit better. But good competition for the league now. All
right, okay. So Andre Horta decided against it, and your transfer budget was roughly about 16 to 17 million pound, was it? You sold 2.2 million pounds worth of players. Gelson Martins being the main crux of that, and brought in 18 million pound. Okay, so tactically, you've changed it, Dad.
Yeah.
I know what everybody's going to be saying. Mega Dad, you won the league. You had Andre Horta.
But I won the league, and I lost 4 players that I won the league with. So there we go.
Who all was available to buy with the money you had.
Here we go. The players that I've bought in, I just felt this was a better tactic for me to play.
All right, so Paul Victor goes up front. You've got Fortunis there.
I mean, he's
one
of my best players as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Then Esposito and Niase in the middle there.
I'm quite happy with that.
Eric Dyer in there. Okay. How have you been getting on the start of this season? It has looked good. We have also played each other in the game before the transfer window closed, and you pinched an equaliser in the 96th minute. it? Fuming. So was Matty Kamara. I had to get him escorted out the ground. But other than that, it's been a good start for you, Dad. You started very early with the Champions League playoff. Started in the middle of July. So that shows, and these have been taking ages for us to do because of how many games we've had to go through. But there we go. So you've played and beat Astana. You then knocked out Malmo and Maccabi Tel Aviv there in the Champions League playoff. Now you're in the Champions League. And you beat Rennes. Yes! It's the only time I was ever celebrating. Come on!
And he did actually as well. He did celebrate when I beat him.
Get in there. I was well happy. Hate them. Literally got nothing against them other than they were really good against me in a save once. So there we go.
And I like Feyenoord as well.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, nothing against it. No problem with them whatsoever. No. You actually lost a game in the league, Dad, to AEK.
Yeah, this is going to be, I think, our bogey side, really. They're going to be the team that's going to be... It's nice when you've got another team in there to challenge you because it's something else to think about, isn't it? You think, when you come up against them, you think, I've got to have a good team here.
It's like when we go to Portugal, which is one of our favourite rebuilds to do each year.
Yeah, we do love
because
Portugal,
whatever two teams we pick, there's always a third one that is one that's going to cause us a lot of trouble. PAOK as well, actually. We can't knock them out.
Nope.
They got a nice little 1-1 draw against you there too. But the rest of the games you've managed to win.
It's a 4-team league, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's have a look to see how I've started the season. I'm actually in second, which means I've had a better time than you so far.
You haven't lost yet.
I have not lost a competitive game yet, no. So I'm in the Europa Conference League again, so I'm having a second crack at that, which is great. So I beat this team here, which is from Lithuania. Then Zira, who is from Azerbaijan. They're giving me loads of clubs that I've never heard of. NEC, I recognise them. They're from the Netherlands, of course. And now I'm in a Europa Conference League group. And I've got the likes of Tbilisi, Adana, even Crystal Palace to play against, Braga and Shamrock. Yeah. So I have drawn a couple of games in the league, which was the last two fixtures. Before that, I was top of the league. I should have beaten this team.
Yeah.
I actually only... That's my keeper.
Hey?
That's my goalkeeper.
He must have come up for a corner then.
We need to see how this went. It is as well from a corner. Go on. It wasn't even with his head. Oh, what a finish.
Right in the corner.
Do you remember when I was saying he's awful? That's why I never bought a goalkeeper. Never needed it.
Didn't need him.
Come on, Yuri. Top scorer at the end of the season. I can't believe I just seen it. I was like, that's my goalkeeper's name. In the 95th minute, he picked up a lovely equaliser. That's fantastic. And then obviously the draw against you as well. So Dan's taken early advantage in the points. But, I mean, now that my goalkeeper's scoring, there's nothing that can stop me.
Nope.
Other than him getting injured and then having no goalkeeper whatsoever. Let's see what happens in season number 2. Season number 2. Neither of us.
Way out of it.
95 points.
They only lost one game.
Wow. I mean, you get a point straight away for finishing higher.
Yeah.
This again is annoying. Like, how did I drop off so badly there? So as we can see, you lost 5, I lost 8. And I think that's just in the championship group along there. So I still have the top scorer of the league. But they've also got 2 up there with Peke, E. Ponce, Ezequiel Ponce. I recognise him from an old Football Manager. But they've dominated the average rating, Dad. You still had the most clean sheets.
Still got a clean sheet. I'm pleased with that then.
Yeah, and Pop Beal had the most player of the matches, who is a centre attacking midfielder, who wasn't in your starting 11.
He wasn't in my starting 11,
That's weird. And maybe you had like a big injury and he took over a little bit more. But yeah, he's done very well. Because there's the other player, Fortunis.
Yeah. He was the one I thought would be my main danger player, really, from midfield, really.
Yeah, we'll have to see into that, look into that a little bit more. All right, but okay. But AEK Athens has gone on and won the league there. As we went into the championship group, that's what it looked like. They had 73 points.
They were way out of it.
After the championship group, you were the only one who had more than 73 points.
Yeah.
So we played another like 10 games, and we still only could catch them up by like a few more points. That's mental. So they've absolutely walked this league. We're on Panathinaikos. How did I do in the Europa Conference League and in the Greek Cup? Quarterfinals. I'm glad it wasn't you who knocked me out of that. AEK though, which is good because if I'm not winning it, let's hope they do.
Yeah.
Quarterfinal by Vitoria in the Europa Conference League though. I should be winning that.
Yeah.
Lost 3-1 in the second leg.
Crystal Palace was still there, so Atalanta.
I probably wouldn't have beaten Atalanta. Crystal Palace went on to win it. AEK in the final.
Because they had a really good season, didn't they?
Wow. Especially if they've won the cup.
So they might have even won the cup.
Yeah, that would stop them from winning the treble.
Yeah.
All right, Olympiacos.
That just goes to show how good they are at the moment then.
Yeah, let's see how you got on. Runners up.
No.
Hey, Real Madrid knocked you out of the Champions League. You got to the quarterfinal.
Hey, good side, mate.
Oh, that's good. You might have some more money.
I'm really pleased with that. Did they go on and win it as well?
AEK did beat you.
Yeah.
Quarter-final against Real Madrid. Only 7-2.
Only 7-2.
Only 7-2. Chelsea went on to beat Man City in the final, actually. Ooh. So, semi-final, you would have come up against Man City.
Yeah.
Don't think you would have took it to penalties like Real Madrid did, but still. You had a great time, though, Dad.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Hey, that's mental.
Look at the teams below me. Man City were below me, look.
Yeah,
and PSG.
You finished in the top 8.
Inter.
You won
Juventus.
6 games. You beat Man United 2-0. You only conceded 1 goal against Eintracht Frankfurt. That's my favourite team.
Is it?
It's my favourite German side. How mental the games that you played in that. You played Frankfurt, my favourite German team. Man United, the team I support as well as Panathinaikos. Dortmund, your favourite German team. And then Rennes, the team everybody despises in the world. Crazy.
Everybody.
They're all on side now, aren't you?
Yeah. I bet we all like Rennes. It's only you who don't like them.
No, I reckon, right? Whenever you guys are playing Foot Manager now, you see Rennes, you go, ugh.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Yeah. And you got your partners in the room going, what did you just do then? Nothing.
You won't understand.
Yeah. You lost 2 games, though, Dad. PSG and Club Brugge.
I gotta lose against Club Brugge.
Oh, yeah, let's be disappointed about that.
Yeah.
There we go. So you didn't play in the knockout playoff round. You went straight to the round of 16 where you knocked out Juve.
Oh, wow.
You had a hell of a season, really.
Yeah.
Mental how you didn't win the league, but there we go. 28 goals from Pal Victor. That was a good signing then eventually, wasn't it? Very good signing.
Only 23 as well, so that is a really good signing.
Yeah, 23 as well from Fortunis. Pop Beal got 21 and 14. So let's see then. We did mention it, where he played. So, he was everywhere. He was your utility player this season, and he's done very well for you. 12 and 11 for Masaros there. So your transfer budget for next season, 43.
Well, you did call it, didn't you? You did say I've done well in Europe.
Yeah, but I didn't expect you to get that much. I'm going to be livid now if I don't have at least like 20. Ionides. Everybody's going to go, nice, say it. 37 goals, 27 there for the second, and Salcedo's done all right.
You had 3 good scorers there, really.
And Mancini with 21 assists from the wing. And my transfer budget for next season? No.
I mean, with the wage budget, it's probably nothing, isn't it?
That's mental.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh, that's why.
You're in debt.
12 million in debt. How's that happened?
Well, someone had to buy an house, didn't they? The director had to buy an house or something, didn't he?
That's paying for Manny Kamara's wages. Yeah. Or is it because we haven't got any goalkeepers? Did he play every game? 53.
Yeah, he must.
It's mental. He's got one goal.
Yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it? I'm disappointed he didn't score any more, really.
Yeah. But if you look at this, look, if you go by goals, he had more goals than somebody who played as a midfielder there and played 21 games. Another 21 there for another midfielder. I can't believe I ain't got any money. Let's have a look at the fixtures then, and we can count up the rest of the points. So we're on mine. So a draw there means no points. Dad gets a point there for beating me. This isn't looking good. You also got another point there for beating me there. And obviously the draw at the start of the season. I got no points against you there. No points this season.
2 bad seasons, isn't it?
All right, let's count the points up and go and cry into our pillows. Season 2, and the points are Omega Luke with 0, Omega Dad with 3, which means the total points are Omega Luke with 1, Omega Dad with 9. Call them what you want, knee knockers or the twins, but our friends at Manscaped call them the boys. And when your little guys have more hair than what they should, it's time to take them to the barbers or the bathroom. They won't do that at the barbers. Because it's now time to trust in Manscaped for all your grooming purposes. Your boys need the love too. And you can get 20% off plus free shipping when you head to manscaped.com and you use my code OMEGA at checkout. Being a professional wrestler, I tend to shave a lot of my body parts to match the boys, and that includes my chest and my head, and of course, I shave my beard too, and I use all of Manscaped's products, including the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra with the skin-safe technology and LED spotlight, not to mention it now has a foil blade so I can get smooth to the skin all over my body. Taking things on the go, Manscaped also has you covered once again because these trimmers also come with a travel case and even a travel lock feature to avoid it powering on at an inconvenient time. Because you don't want that vibrating in your carry-on bag when you're at the airport. Leave that embarrassment to the wife. But of course, there's loads of products Manscaped supply that I absolutely love, just like the Beard Hedge Trimmer Kit, which I use every single week as well. And all of it, once again, can be found at manscaped.com, and I'll leave a link at the top of the description. If you use my code OMEGA, you get 20% off and free shipping. And for the best that your boys has ever looked, trust in Manscaped. Well, with my very limited transfer budget of absolutely nothing, I had to sell some players if I wanted to bring some in. So I spent sold £2.2 million worth of players, a couple of squad players leaving that I wasn't really using, a couple of players who also left on a free, which allowed me to spend 1.8, but also actually bring in some new players, including 2 goalkeepers, because as much as our hero Yuri, who scored a goal, is great.
To a striker now, though.
Yeah, he is. He's now playing up front.
Yeah.
So I've knocked off my top striker. That's been scoring all the goals, and now Yuri's playing up front. No, Danny Martin comes in on a free transfer as one of the goalkeepers, 27-year-old Spaniard, and then Radu, the Romanian, also comes in, so they can fight it out between number 1. I think Danny Martin is slightly better, so he'll probably start. But I have a new striker in the best beard in the world.
He got more on his chin than he has on his head.
Yeah, in Villa Libre. Very good striker indeed, who's been at Athletic Bilbao for a while. He looks a lot older than 27. He's also had that beard for about 4 years. So when he was like 23, he had a beard like that. It's just crazy. Sonali Diamonde, free transfer, centre back. I needed some better defenders, so he comes in. Facundo Palestri. We'll all recognise Facundo Palestri. So he is a right midfielder that I've brought in from Uruguay off of Manchester United. Then we got Nicky Baloko from Luzern. So he's a good centre midfielder there. Again, just as a good option for me there. Then I actually spent money on Svetozar Markovic from Partizan, player that I've used previously in the Serbian rebuild, and that was a good centre-back option. He's now going to be a starting centre-back. Mateus Bader, free transfer, didn't have a club, but I needed another backup for the right back. The only trouble when I'm signing these players, they're only wanting to sign like 1 or 2 year deals. That's what I'm struggling with at the minute.
Yeah.
And then 1.8, but it was basically a free transfer, was the Malian centre-back or left-back Guindo from Salzburg. So he was about to leave on a free transfer, and I just signed him before he did, which is the reason why I had to pay some kind of compensation because of his age. But he's decent. Left footed, gives me options there at the back. 1.8k. Yeah. So tactically, I've changed it again because obviously something's not working for me. So I've gone to my old Inter Milan 4-4-2 winger from the Glory Hunter, because if I'm honest, I'm at a loss as what's going on here. I'm already 9-1 down. I thought, well, let's try something I knew worked when I was at Inter Milan in the Glory Hunter save. So I've pulled this one out the bag as something that worked. You may look at it and go, why does that work? No idea, but for some reason it really did with the players I had then, and I've got very similar players there now. So I've gone to up top. I've now got 3 strikers. Salcedo and Ioannidis is going to be a nice little strike partnership because Salcedo's developed into a good player as well, although wants to explore his options at the end of the contract, which doesn't mean he wants to leave. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
It means he wants to explore his options. He might still stay. We really hope.
If you have a good season.
Yeah, because I could have done with cashing in on him, really.
Yeah.
With the 0 money I had, but he's just still good. But there we go. So that's the lineup that I've got right now. Dad, you had loads of money, and you bragged about it, and you spent £55 million. And you also brought in another Esposito, brother.
He kept on to me, and he said, bring me brother, and he's a hell of a good striker. He is a good
striker. And then
striker.
he turned up, and went, no, not that one. Yeah. Sebastiano, not Francisco.
I'll get him next season.
But to be fair, he's really good.
For 20 years of age, this is a good striker.
He's phenomenal, yeah. Lokomotiv Moscow, £4.8 million for their right back.
Yeah, good right back as well.
Yeah.
Just strengthened the defence up.
There we
I
go.
did concede a few more goals last season, but so got to strengthen up a little bit.
Well, now you've brought in a centre-back.
Yeah.
In Diogo Leite. And Rani Khedira, also from Union Berlin. So that's £20 million you get to Union Berlin.
You
there.
buy one, you had to buy the other one, unfortunately. So
all right, that's how it works.
Buy one, get one free, innit?
Yeah. Buy one for 40 million, get the other one for 5.
Get half price then.
Yeah. And then Hosiu Casimir from Le Havre, £12 million for this winger.
Yeah, good winger as well.
Good options. You only actually let out 300k, but you spent £55 million. Let's remember this when Dad and everybody goes, oh, well done, Dad. Oh, you had a great rebuild. Oh, you showed Luke what to do there. Yeah, you had 55 million and I had nothing. Let's all remember that, all right? Okay. Tactically, Dad, you've changed it. You've gone to actually a similar tactic to ours.
It's almost the same as yours, really, yeah. I think the player rule's just a little bit different.
Yeah. 2 up top, Esposito and Victor. So that's going to be getting you a lot of goals. Pep Biel actually goes in there as well now.
He deserves the position now, doesn't he, really?
Yeah, okay.
I think it's a very strong side, actually.
All right. Is it strong enough, though, to beat AEK?
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it?
You have won every single game so far, other than a draw to Legia Warszawa in a game where you were already 3-0 up.
Yeah.
So things are looking great for you, Dad. You even beat this team here in the first game of the season 9-0. They should never play football again.
Yes, Petito family are banging them in for me as well.
Yeah, they are. Like, both of them getting on the score sheet. Pal Victor got 4 as well.
Yeah.
You've also gone into the Europa League after beating Besiktas as well, and you've played West Ham in that, and you've beat them 2-0 in the league phase already.
It's looking pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, you're not even conceding many goals.
No.
So far in September, you haven't conceded a goal, and you scored a lot of goals as well. It's a good start to you this season.
Yeah.
Have I had a similar one? No. To be fair, I've only drew 1 game which didn't really matter and lost in the league once. Outside of that, I've won every game as well, but I think I've played less games by... Well, maybe, I don't know. I am also in the Europa Conference League again, so I'm my 3rd crack at that, so that's going to be good, but I've only played PAOK as a good team in the league so far, and I beat them 3-1 away from home. The rest of the teams I should be beating. This was a close one against Aris. They were 1-0 win there, so yeah, I'm unsure how we're going to get on this season.
I like the badges on some of these teams. They're proper Greek badges.
Very Roman, aren't they?
Yeah,
I do
brilliant.
like that. Yeah. Okay, so we don't play each other for a while, down into November. So by then, my team probably would have shit themselves, as they all seem to do each season. But let's see what happens in season number 3. Season number 3. We can't catch AEK.
I'm disappointed with that with the start that I had as well.
Yeah, I would be too.
Yeah.
I mean, you're miles ahead of me, so that's another point for you anyway for finishing higher.
When you look at it, I've stayed second the whole season.
Yeah, they have only lost 2 games all season. You lost 5 in total.
So
I really hope 4 of them was against me.
They only lost 1 game last season, I think it was. So they only lost 3 games in 2 seasons.
They are becoming stupidly hard to beat, aren't they?
Yeah.
Almeida is their manager.
Lovely stadium.
Love their stadium.
Yeah.
It's great, isn't it? They've also got, oh God, they've got Kral, Mason Greenwood, Szymanski. Oh, we need to beat them.
Got it,
We need to beat them somehow. Right, okay. What was the group looking like when we went into it after 26 games? They were...
They didn't even lose a game up to them, look. I was only a point behind them.
Wow, it was close. I was nowhere near that. I'd already lost 6 to... Oh, I lost both games against you there. And you lost against them. Yeah, right, okay.
So that's the difference, isn't it?
So in the championship group, I beat you once, but you lost against them twice. That's the gap.
Yeah.
That's what caused the big gap there. I beat them. Come on, Panathinaikos. You bloody legends. Drew 1. I lost against you in that. So you beat me 3 times this season, which is another 3 points after finishing high. So that's 4 points. And then I only got 1 point for beating you once. So that's what it looks like at the minute. 4-1 this season in points.
Same top 4 as well, by the looks of it.
Yeah, but we are on Panathinaikos. We're on mine. Did I manage to do anything in the cups? Oh!
That would have brought you right back in it, wouldn't it?
I mean, I won the cup.
Well done. Nice cup.
First one to do that, yeah. AEK I beat in the final. I beat them twice this season.
Well done.
Come on.
I bet they would got it with that.
But that's good. But this,
what did you lose against? Brilliant. In that your favourite German side? They're not anymore.
I'd rather it than Rennes.
Oh, that's brilliant.
I feel betrayed. 4-1. They absolutely tonked me in the final.
Well done, Frankfurt.
Marmouche, the Egyptian, getting a hat-trick. Oh, Madi Kamara sent off. Should never have signed him.
Nope.
Never assigned him.
Told you he was a bad apple, that's why I got rid of him.
Yeah, leave that. League phase, just qualifying slightly in the top 8 there. Won 4, lost 2 against Bodo Glimt and Toulouse.
Oh, that's so class.
Round of 16, I knocked out HJK. Quarterfinal, Dinamo Kiev. That was a good one there. Semi-final, knocked out Almira. They knocked out Aston Villa. I wish it was Aston Villa.
How many points you get for winning that?
5.
I want if you lose this by 5 points.
Oh, damn. Now you're way ahead of me at the minute. You're absolutely tonking me now. I get 3 points back for winning the cup, though, which is good. Hopefully, I've knocked you out of the cup, because that's an extra 2. We haven't looked at that yet.
No, we haven't,
Let's have a look. How have you got on in the... Were you in the Champions League, Europa League?
I'm not sure. I was in the Champions League, wasn't I?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. How did you get on? It was Europa League. You didn't get on very well.
No.
Oh, AEK knocked you out. I could have done with that being me. With the extra 2 points, that would have been a nice little buffer there. But knockout playoff round by Stuttgart in Europa League.
5-4 in aggregate.
In the league phase, 18th.
Didn't do very well there, did I? When you think
considering you won 6 in the Champions League last season.
Yeah, and the way I started this season as well, I had such a better team.
Yeah, you beat Bilbao, Cercle Bruges, Shelbourne and West Ham, which we already seen. Lost 4. Midtjylland, Basel, Palace.
Bad losers there, isn't it?
Squad-wise, 53 in 51 for Esposito.
Hell of a signing, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Hell of a signing. Only 18 million.
Well, it doesn't matter how much he was. 53 goals in 51 games. That is hell of a signing for a 20-year-old.
Pal Victor, who is actually running out of contract.
Ooh.
And Fortunis, who's running out of contract. So you have to be trying to sign them back up. That's a good signing as well, that Casemiro.
Yeah.
27 assists last season. Unbelievable. Even Salvatore Esposito getting 13 and 10. So him and his brother got you 66 goals in total with 12 assists.
I love that family.
Mental. Sebastiano was like, I'm over here. Yeah. Let Pal Victor go. Sign me. We can be brothers playing for Olympiacos together. But what's your transfer budget? 21 million.
I'm disappointed with that.
Oh, yeah. You are in the red as well.
Yeah.
What have I got, though?
Probably the wages I'm paying out now, isn't it?
Oh, my God. Look how... got hardly any players already. Am I losing any? One. Eddie Salcedo. He hasn't, though, left yet. He is wanted, but maybe I can get him on a new deal. Let's hope. Because he got me 27 goals last season. How many players got me loads of goals, though?
I'd say, you for goals-wise, you've still done well.
Yeah. And I finished third.
Yeah.
Even Palestri, look. On the wing, 19 and 12. That squad just looking so small.
That's a small squad, isn't it?
Transfer budget next season. Oh, get out.
That's a naught then, isn't it?
Minus 105k.
Go on, put it there. You're still minus, look.
Minus 103k. 40 million in the red. The debts are still the same. Let's have a look at the points.
Looks like you'll be selling a few players again then.
Yeah.
What players you ain't got a squad?
No. Points tally is as follows after season number 3. Omega Luke with 4, Omega Dad with 4, meaning the total points are Omega Luke with 5, Omega Dad with 13. Now, I did the smart thing. I sold Matty Kamara.
Just because he got sent off in the cup.
Get out.
Get out.
£6 million after his free transfer. He was never my player, really. I feel like he was undercover more than anything after those couple of seasons of me. £6 million was a welcome addition to my bank balance and allowed me to actually sign a couple of players. But he wasn't the only one who left either. Andre Borza was sold to Arsenal, but they loaned him back free of charge, so I'm not paying any wages.
All right, now.
Well, I needed that. I gained £7.75 million in the budget for this season, but they offered him to me to loan him back, and he's got 2 goals and an assist from left back. So
he's a new player. See, he's a Premiership player.
Yeah,
he's supposed to be doing better.
That's how much he got for me last season. Look, and
Yeah.
the last 2 seasons, he's already got that in 3 games. So Andre Borza, another season anyway. Then I just needed numbers more than anything. I felt like, and there's I've got more in than I have out, so that's the main thing. Mokoena from Mamelodi Sundown, 325k. Good midfielder. This is the Matty Kamara replacement, so gained £6 million, but only spent 325k. That's good business, if you ask me. Then we've got Siopis, who originally was a Cardiff player, if you remember, from when we did the Wales one. He was at Cardiff, but he used to also play for Olympiacos. Ooh, come through the Olympiacos. Oh, no, he didn't. He was a different side before, but that's another one of your old players. And another one of your old players, because this was on loan to you a couple of seasons ago. I've signed him on a permanent. So I just keep signing all Olympiacos players.
I wonder there's all bloody fights at our games.
Yeah. So David Carmo joins us, the Angolan, 27 years of age centre-back. Good experience. And then finally, Otavio. That's a good signing.
That is a good signing, yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Good player.
Now probably my best player alongside my striker. He's 31, obviously released from Saudi Arabia where he was on silly money. I waited a while and he wanted like over £100 million and I couldn't afford it. Waited a little bit longer and there he is for 30k because by the 12th of August he got a little bit desperate by the looks of it. 2.1 million. Remember that? 2.1 million, and I had to sell 14 million pounds worth of players, so that's a net profit of 12 million, and my transfer budget is still only 222k and over in the wage.
They were giving you nothing, were they?
Gained 12, mental, and I've had been fighting off clubs left, right and centre for my star striker. He's been bids coming in left, right and centre all summer. Tactically, I've got, do you know what, right? I'm so far behind Dad as well now. I said to Dad, I was like, do you mind if I just use a plug-in tactic? He was, go for it. So I've just got a nap tactic, which I tested on the weekend. You might have seen the video that's come out for it. It's absolutely phenomenal. It looks bizarre, and I thought, I'm just going to give it a try.
Yeah,
so there we go. Here it is. The best 11 looks like this. We've got very good... managed to keep Salcedo too. Yeah. Nobody else to come
I
in
think you told him the tactic you was going to play and he thought, I'll have a bit of that.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of Knapp and his tactics. My only really weakness is this player here now. But I did bring in a couple of players.
It's a lot of responsibility on one player like that, isn't it?
Yeah, but it doesn't seem like those players... I think I probably would have preferred it if Mokoena went in there, but it doesn't seem to do by the best 11, so there we go. Okay, so I ended up selling players to the point where I made £12 million. Dad has just lost Esposito.
And I didn't sell him.
The board sold him.
The board.
Yeah.
I turned down a couple of offers from him. And didn't we agree a fee on him as well? A
high price.
Yeah, an high price.
And they lowballed you.
And yeah, they were after the money. They're not interested in what I do in the league. They just wanted the money.
£36 million.
Let me down.
After one season. Gone. You also actually sold a couple of other players as well that you had in the side, and you spent £25 million. So you also made a net profit of about £13 million, but kind of against your will, really.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't want, it's a big loss for me, that is. I mean, look at the amount of goals that he scored. If it was at 57 and 53 games or something.
Yeah.
That's a big hole to bring replaced now, isn't it?
So replacing, you bought in 2 strikers.
Yeah.
Giovanni Simeone. Lovely bloke. His dad, though,
we hate him.
can't stand him.
No.
So there we go.
Part of the deal was that his dad did not come over to Greece.
Can you imagine, right, if Diego Simeone took over at Rennes? Oh.
What about if he took over at Frankfurt?
Oh, I've no longer support him.
Would you?
They beat me in the cup final. I've Simeone as manager. No.
I mean, he's a good striker. He finished in the 16.
Yeah.
His pace is really good as well. So, yeah.
Beat the offside trap.
For a 31-year-old guy, I think this is a good sign.
He's got a couple of sons in the games, by the way, Simeone.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know that. So look out for them. There's 3 in total. Gianluca Simeone we don't seem to have in the database, but Gian Leono. So how did he remember all the names? They're so close to each other.
Yeah.
But he's also another striker that plays up front for Almeria. So, yeah, there's a couple in there. Mental, they're all good at football.
Yeah.
Do you think that's, quite bizarre?
They've got the advantage of they'll probably get into the football academies quite at a young age.
Yeah.
And he's sort of like...
They'd have to be spotted, I guess.
No, they don't. Really, yeah. So all the hard work's done for them. They just automatically... There you go. Into the academy you go.
Yeah, they got the athleticism. They're given the knowledge straight away, aren't they?
And they're going to want to do it as well, because they see their dad do it. They're going to want to do it.
Yeah. Antonio Blanco for £10 million from Alaves.
Yeah.
Good centre midfielder. That pops up quite a lot. Andre Franco for £1.1 million from
strengthen
Porto.
the midfield up a bit more, so...
Yeah, got an assist in his first couple of games. Facundo Torres, £6.5 million.
I always find this he's a good player for across the line. Probably the tactic you were playing, he'd probably been a good player for you as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because I haven't got the money to spend 85k wages on a week, though, unfortunately, Dad. So, yeah, cheers for rubbing that one in. And then finally, you spent £7 million after getting the money for Esposito on Bertog Yildirim from Rennes.
Yeah. I'm making them worse, mate.
Yeah.
They do. You don't want them to do very well, do you?
No, not at all. So I want them to get relegated.
It's another good
fold
striker,
as
really.
a club, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Likes to beat the offside trap.
Yeah, 24, so I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah, £7 million. Didn't score any goals for the last couple of seasons at Rennes. Good lad. Good lad. In fact, he's only ever scored 2 goals for their first team, because those 2 there was for their second team. So, great signing that. 0 goals in 3 as well. Good start. Okay, so, tactically, Dad, have you changed it? Of course you have.
I went a bit more defensive this time.
So you got 2 strikers. Only one of them can play, and that's going to be Simeone.
I got the wingers as well, didn't I? So I've strengthened the wingers up. I've strengthened my midfield up, and I thought, right, I'm going to go a bit more defensive now. I've played quite attacking sides, and I just can't beat AEK.
Yeah.
So I thought, right, let's go a bit more defensive and see if I can do them this way.
Got a nice little mini Christmas tree in the middle there. It's a style of tactic I've never seen or used before, to be fair. Let's see how it's been getting on. Bit ropey. And also, a loss to Panathinaikos.
Yeah.
Come on, that's a point straight away. Okay, so Champions League third round, you knocked out Genk, which I failed to do in the first season, remember. You knocked out Fenerbahce, which means you're in the Champions League again this season, Dad. But you lost against me in the first game of the season, 4-2. Lovely stuff. PAOK, you beat 3-1 though.
Yeah, that was a good result for me.
Yeah, and then a 5-0 against Offi.
Yeah.
By the way, we've got bored of going to the transfer window because it seems like Greece are the only team or the only nation with the transfer window open, so we're not getting any offers in for our players anyway. So now we don't have any money left because you've only got 125k and I had obviously nothing, so there was no point in us actually going on until the middle of September, so we'll just start it from now. Let's have a look at my schedule then. After seeing yours, I've got AEK next, I have played PAOK as well though, 2-2. Knocked out Dynamo Kiev in the Europa League, so I'm playing Europa League football next season. I just so wish I won that Europa Conference League. I could have really done with those 5 points, because now I'm 8 behind you.
Yeah.
That would have just put me 3 behind. I'd have been like, okay. It's been a positive start to the season as well, with the wins against you.
You'd have only been 2 now.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, there we go. Europa League fixtures are as follows. We've got Rennes in there. They just keep popping up.
I mean, the good thing is I bought one of their strikers, so they can't be that good up front now.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't score any goals for them anyway. So.
I'll tell you now, if I lose against them, I might just not even bother with a season 5.
With that tactic you got as well. Ooh.
Yeah. Season number 4. Let's see what happens and see if I can pull it back. Well, neither of us can beat them again, but you've come awfully close, Dad.
I was top of the league.
No, that's me.
Oh, was it you, is it?
I was top for ages.
Ooh.
And now look how far away I am.
You had a bad end
20 points off. Must have had a really bad championship group.
So my tactic changed done me well then, really. I got back at them.
You only lost 2 games all season. And you know one of them was against me.
Yeah.
And the other one, AEK.
That's what cost me the league.
Yeah. They lost 3 times. You beat them as well at one point. I lost 9 in the end. Oh, you beat me again. Sebastiano Esposito.
Where's he to then?
Plays for AEK.
No way.
And won the top scorer of the league.
And the highest average.
Cannot write this.
Oh,
this
dear.
is so good.
What are you doing?
When did he sign for them? I didn't notice that. This year, free transfer. You missed out on that. You could have had all 3 of them.
33. Well, no, I lost one, didn't I?
Yeah, but he would have signed before.
Yeah.
Oh, that is amazing. You cannot write that.
33 goals in 33 games. Not so good as his brother, but he was good.
This is what I love about Football Manager. Just storylines, just intertwining themselves, isn't it?
I should have went hunting for him, shouldn't I? When I lost his brother, I should have went hunting for him, really.
Yeah, but you would have already assigned.
Yeah.
You should have been hunting for him before, and he went on and won the league with
Imagine
him.
having the 2 brothers up front.
I know.
What a strike force that would have been.
With Salvatore behind.
Yeah.
God. We're on Panathinaikos. I'm just glad something else has happened, so Dad's not winning, because else I'd just probably really depressed right now. Competitions. I've done it again. Come on. Greek Cup, which I'm definitely not going to try and pronounce. AEK in the final. Esposito who? 3-2 in the final.
Glad it wasn't me.
He scored though, 94th minute. He scored, but it was too late. I was already 3-1 up. I was 3-0 up as well at half time. Unbelievable stuff. Fagundo Palestri got 2. Lovely stuff. Oh, good. That's 3 points. Hopefully I've knocked you out of it, and that'll be even better. But I was in the round of 16 of the Europa League, knocked out by Bodo Glimt, which meant I had a good league phase. Rennes is also there, though. They went further. How far did they go? They were knocked out by Benfica the next round. How did I get on the league phase? Oh, they finished in the top. Oh, no, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Oh, beat me 2-1 at home. Beat me 2-1 at home. Drew to both Scottish sides, and then beat Excelsior, Trabzonspor, and Fiorentina. Who did they beat other than me? Osasuna. Oh, they had easy fixtures, look. That's not on at all. They drew to Frankfurt as well.
Frankfurt comes second as well, look.
I'm curious with, who do they spend their money on after you bought their striker? They didn't. So they brought in this guy. Both these players came in after. That was the replacement they brought in. Katala. Got 2 goals. Only played 4 games. And then Mawisa is a centre-back. So they didn't actually...
Didn't replace him,
No, they didn't buy a striker. That is a main striker for them. Oh, bloody Rennes. All right, let's have a look at Olympiacos. Who knocked you out of the cup and how did you do in the Champions League? Oh, AEK. I could have done that being me. Knockout player from my PSV. 1-0 as well.
Oh, that's bad, isn't it?
So you're keeping clean sheets. You just needed a strike. You
Yeah.
needed an Esposito up front.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
League phase, you finished in 14th place, Dad. Not bad at all. 4 wins, beat Arsenal and Man City. Defensive record is unbelievable.
Yeah.
And a 2-1 win against Monaco. Drew to Ajax, lost to Leipzig, Juve, and Feyenoord.
All away, so
Yeah.
win my own games.
What do you think of Feyenoord?
I like Feyenoord.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do really like
Nothing against them whatsoever, have
No.
you? In the cup where you lost the quarter-final, I was stuffing somebody 8-3, but... Oh, 5-4. You were 4-1 up in the first leg, and you lost 4-0 in the second. Could have done when you get into the final. I'd love to have beaten you in that one. An extra 2 points. Fixtures, then. So if I won the cup... That's an extra 3. We're on yours there. You beat me there. We drew in that one. I could have done with an extra win there. And you beat me in the earlier one, which I already lost you there. Oh, so like 2-1 in terms of points for that.
We said at the beginning of the video, didn't we, that it's the playing against each other could cost us, really.
Yeah.
4 games, it's 4 points, isn't it? It's a lot of points to play for.
Giovanni Simeone got 41 goals for you, so it's good.
Yeah.
Still a good replacement. Fagundo Torres, 24 and 14. Casimir, 14 and 15.
The striker I bought from Rennes, what did he get?
9.
9 goals.
9. Not bad. He only started 7.
Yeah. So he was my reserve striker, really.
Yeah.
So.
Transfer budget for next season, 10 million.
Oh, it's going down, isn't it?
Oh, for season number 5. And that's because, no debts or anything. They just feel like, we chucked you enough money, if I'm honest.
Well, to be honest, they sold my main striker last season and made the money up to take away the debt, didn't they?
Yeah. 37 goals for my top scorer. 19 and 12. Oh, Octavio, 13 and 20 was a good season as well. But my best player, Eddie Salcedo, 7.67 average rating. That is massive.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I managed to keep hold of him. He's been absolutely fantastic for me. Transfer budget. It's more than last season.
At least both sides have got.
At least it's positive.
Yeah.
14 million in the red. It's not good. Let's have a look at the points. Season 4 points are Omega Luke with 4, Omega Dad with 3, meaning the total points are Omega Luke with 9, Omega Dad with 16. Well, my transfer window was entertaining. 0 out, 0 in. Also lost a goalkeeper. Didn't replace him either. And then my backup goalkeeper got injured in August and is out for 6 months.
He come from the youth side. He's probably the only keeper they had on the books. But boss, I'm injured. Just sit on the bench. You'll be all right.
So now again, I've only got 1 season going into the full season. So, oh god, what's going on here? Okay, but I bought in 4 players. Didn't spend a penny. Jose Calderon joined, a left back there. Rasmus Christensen, a better right back. That's actually a really good signing for me, to be fair. And then Gabriel Sara. This is normally your type of signing. That one.
I do like this guy. I've signed him quite a few times, haven't I? He's a good player for Norwich. Be interesting to see how he does next season in the championship.
Yeah. And then Fernando, free transfer. He didn't have a club. Probably should have gone for a keeper if I'm honest, but no, I went for Fernando instead. Tactically, stick with the same. Lost out if I'm honest. And I've played quite a lot of games. Again, we've stopped before.
Look at the goals he's scoring though.
I know. It's mental, really. 8-1.
5 was your lowest.
9-0. 5-2. 7-1.
What a tactic.
What they're thinking is, well, we can't afford our keeper to get injured. So it just goes so attacking. It's unbelievable. But then as soon as it seems that we simulate, it doesn't seem to work, but we'll have to have a look. And by the way, I could have gone for another goalkeeper. Obviously, you're probably going, yeah, but you had time to go for a goalkeeper. Yeah, with what money? Because now I'm minus 20k in the wage budget. So, yeah, never mind. Dad, you didn't selling any players this season, and you only actually spent £4.8 million.
Yeah, I mean, I had a good squad. I've just strengthened the actual squad in numbers, really. So I just got numbers in, really, and try to pick up a couple of players in certain positions, really. So that's what I went for, really.
So Kasper Oivan comes in, a centre-back option. That's the one that you spent money on, £4.8 million. Mika Fai is a left-sided centre-back. You can also play a left-back from Barcelona. Elliot Anderson from Newcastle.
Yeah.
Good Scottish player there. Then you got John Duran from Villa. So quite recognisable names coming in.
And good because it was all free as well, really.
Yeah,
so.
Ivan Romero. So you got a lot of strike force now, considering obviously your striker last season was very, very good. And tactically, you've changed it again. 5 years, 5 different tactics from Dad.
Well, all right. The first season I won the league, then I changed it. Then AEK just took over, then, didn't they?
Yeah.
So I've been chasing their ass since. So I've been changing every season to try something different. Last season I nearly got within a point playing very defensive, didn't I? So this is a bit of both, really. This is still playing my defensive with the defensive midfielder. But I'm now putting an attacking midfielder in there with 2 strikers. So I've lost my wingers, really.
What's weird is you are 7 points above me in points, but I've won more trophies.
Yeah, games played against, isn't it?
Yeah, games played against, and you.
Because I'm only getting 1 point for finishing higher in the league.
Yeah.
Because I haven't won the league apart from the first season.
No.
So it is only against what games against, really.
Yeah, but there we go. Let's have a look at your schedule then. Your games so far. And you lost to AEK as well, 3-1.
They give me a right stuffing, didn't they?
So already you're down
Mason
in 5th
Greenwood
place.
still there, look.
Yeah. 1-1 against Aris. Pauk 1-0. And then a 4-2 win there. You lost as well to Nice in the Champions League 3rd round playoff, which means you go into the Europa League this season. Might be a better thing for you, to be fair.
I could go through all the way on that one.
Yeah, I agree.
Bad news for you, that one is.
5th and final season. Remember, you can get hold of the Save Game file if you go to patreon.com/MegaLukeGaming or on the channel membership page, and there's loads of other benefits on there. People who've been enjoying the Pentagon Challenge, I hope you have been enjoying it. You've been able to watch it earlier if you're a channel member. Each episode I've been releasing slightly earlier because of the channel membership thing that they have on there. So if you want to do that, channel membership page is the way to go on YouTube. Press join and you can get all the benefits from that. But okay, let's see how this happens in season number 5. Well, once again, AEK won the league.
Couldn't touch them, could I?
Oh.
I mean, that's a bad season for them because they only got 89 points this time because they lost 3 games.
Yeah, that's a bad season for them. They lost 3 games. They destroyed us, didn't they?
Yeah. Couldn't touch them.
They've absolutely destroyed us.
I mean, their goal difference has always been very good as well. So.
Yeah, plus 80. I had a closer one, to be fair. How many points did I finish behind you? 7 points. I had the top scorer, though, which is good.
Yeah.
All of the ex-Inter Milan players popping up in this Greek league. It's mental. No sign of Simeone. What's he called? Esposito.
No.
What's happened? They got... Who was that, by the way? He's phenomenal.
Yeah.
19 years old. Bought him for 2.5 million. Why can't we find players like that? Esposito's still there. He's the vice captain. He got 13 goals in 27 games, so he didn't do as well as what he did the season before.
No.
That's the championship group. What was it looking like as we went into the league? I was above you.
Ooh, by a point.
And I was in a title race.
Yeah.
So at that point, they had only lost 1. I'd lost 3, but I hadn't lost against you there. Oh, I beat you twice. And then in the championship group, you didn't beat me. And I beat you again. That's 3 points.
Yeah,
that could be close.
I've only got a point for finishing higher than you. That's all I got at the
Yeah.
moment.
What if I've won a cup? Let's have a look. No! Opening against you.
I hope it is.
Semi-final of the Europa League as well. By Porto. AEK.
Can't touch him, could we?
Semi-final. We won't ruin it because you might be in the semi-final as well. Might have gone through because you're in the Europa League. Did you win it? No.
Knocked out by Newcastle.
Round of 16 against Newcastle. Well, I was knocking out Wolfsburg.
7-6. They beat me 5-1 in the last leg.
Look who else is there. Rennes. Did I knock them out? They were not down Stuttgart. I knocked down Newcastle on penalties. I'll take that. That's quite good.
Yeah.
League phase. We were very close to each other there, Dad. Olympiacos, you had 4 wins. A lot of 1-0s again. 2 draws. 2 losses to Anderlecht and Ajax. I had 4 wins. Anderlecht, Club Brugge, Marble. Oh, I beat Tottenham. In Tottenham. Brilliant. Slavia Prague and 3 losses. Napoli, Porto and Wolfsburg. Not bad. Porto went on to win it against Tottenham in the final. At Dortmund Stadium. Okay, finally then, let's have a look. Goals, 28 for Simeone, 27 for John Duran. And Yildirim got 15 as well. So,
yeah.
So did
He got better.
Romero. Your transfer budget, £5 million. Should anybody want to take this on? Don't know why you would want to.
I'm going to kill myself if you got about 10 million.
Yeah, oh, that'd be hilarious, isn't it? 42 goals. Every season he has been phenomenal
well.
for me.
You did say that he was probably your best player, didn't you?
Bless him for staying around for so long, because a couple of times he did say he wanted to leave, but he never did. Yeah, Eddie Salcedo, 28 and 14 as well. That's fantastic. Gabriel Sara. Look how many players I've got above 20
Gabriel Sara said he was
goals.
a good player, didn't he? I mean, 25 goals with 20 assists.
Yeah.
That's a good signing, that was, I
I
think.
mean, how many goals were scored in just those 5 players alone, and I didn't manage to win anything? Okay, trans budget. That's actually annoying.
That is your best budget you've had, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
I'm alright. Yeah.
It's the same.
All good. All good. If you want to carry this on, be my guest, but good luck. What would be quite fun is if anybody did take it on is if you could beat AEK.
I think that's going to be the challenge.
Yeah.
We haven't done a challenge for a long time for anybody taking over, have we?
No.
I think that is the challenge, to beat AEK with one of our teams.
Yeah, because they have been unstoppable.
Yeah.
As much as you guys did request this Greek rebuild, I have not enjoyed it. No. I don't know why you haven't. You had loads of money.
It was the caliber of players that you were trying to buy them, and you either got a really young up-and-coming player, or you got an old player finishing his career coming to you. The ones that was like you think, oh yeah, really good. They didn't want to come to you, did they?
No.
I think you probably done better than me. I don't know what the final score is at the moment, but I still think you done better than me because you kept it close with nothing.
Yeah, I had absolutely nothing.
So like we said, there was always 4 teams. It's the same 4 teams again, look.
Yeah.
But you was always in that 3rd position, weren't you? And very close to me.
And I actually won more cups than you.
And you won the cups, yeah. So I think, I don't know what the point system is at the moment. It's going to be very close. You probably could have done with winning that cup there.
Yeah.
If you'd won that cup there, I think you might have even beat me. But I think out of the 2 of us, I think everybody got to agree, you've done the better of what you scrapped with.
Yeah.
I had money to spend, and I bought wisely, but I just couldn't catch AEK. And like I say, I changed my tactics every season to try and beat them, and I couldn't do it.
Well, I won 3 points from beating you. You won 1 point from finishing higher. The other game we drew. So the total points, let's have a look. The total points are Omega Luke with 12, Omega Dad with 17. Yeah, so I was 5 points behind. Really, you mentioned it at the time when it happened, that Europa Conference League final.
Yeah.
I needed the Europa Conference League final.
It was 5 points, wasn't it?
Also, I could have done with at least once knocking you out of a bloody cup. But you were either coming up against AEK.
And they were beating me each time, weren't they?
And it was like, oh my god. Because I think I got to... Is that 4 finals in a row I got to?
When you look at the finals that you
3.
you lost against AEK as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
You didn't lose against silly teams, you were losing against them.
I think it's 3 finals in a row and I won 2 of them.
Yeah. The challenge there, really, you'd probably lost it on losing one of your finals.
Yeah, losing that Europa Conference League final.
Yeah, or even the cup finals that you lost as well. Because if you definitely that European Cup final, if you'd won that,
that's 5 points. That evened it up.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. Hope you enjoyed it. Nonetheless, hope you like to see a struggle, because that definitely was a struggle.
Like pulling teeth on it.
Exactly. And don't forget, of course, to check out the wrestling. If you want to come along to the wrestling, that's coming up very soon. The donation page is there. Please, if you can't come to the actual event itself.
You've got to come to that. It's going to be such a
good
evening.
It's going to be so good. Yeah, but if you can't come down to it, there's a donation link as well underneath. And why not check out this video? Because yes, I've taken on the Pentagon Challenge. Go and check it out right now.